Hey, I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok, and I got a letter. Actually, this was a comment on my YouTube channel, one of my videos. It was the last video I did, the quality of medical care in Thailand. So this message seems appropriate, but if you haven't already read my books, my new book is out. The name of the book is Ask Me Anything, Letters from Farang. My other book, my first book, is called They Call Me Farang. And the links are down below in the description and also at the end and throughout the video. Anyway, the message says, hey Scott, a YouTuber's girlfriend died in a scooter accident recently. Can you do a scooter video? Those things are lethal. The name of the guy's YouTube channel is Sunfruit Dan. The name of his video is Heartbreaking News. My pregnant girlfriend Sophie died in a tragic accident. I'll put the link down below in the description. Basically what happened was they're down in Phuket. They're on a motorbike. Just a little, I think it was a Honda 125. He lost control. The traffic slowed very quickly. He lost control. And he tried to avoid hitting the back of a car or truck, and he crashed the bike. And he flew, and he was injured, but minor injuries. And she, I guess, was in the middle of the road, and a truck ran over her. To make it even worse, she's 6 months pregnant. Now, that's just horrible. I mean, it doesn't get much worse than that, and I feel for the guy. I mean, you know, what do you say? Many years ago, this is probably 20 years ago, I was up in Udon Thani, and I was staying in this little village, and I had a motorbike, and I had went into town. I was going back and forth into town, and just about every day I was going back in, maybe 3-4 times a week. I would go into town, then I'd come back, and I would stay all day. And I came back one afternoon. It was late afternoon. It was probably 5 o'clock or so. And I'm driving down the road, and basically a similar thing happened to me that happened to this poor guy and his girl. There's cars in front, and I'm going, oh, these cars are slowing down, and I'm going, you know, at a nice clip. I mean, I was going like, 65 miles an hour or something. I saw them slowing down, so I start slowing down. Well, right then, some guy pulls out in front of me, and he's looking behind him. He's got his mother, his girlfriend, 2 kids, and he's got like one of the kids is like a baby. So there's like 5 or 6 people on this motorcycle, and he's turning backwards, looking, waving. And I'm thinking, where am I going to go? I'm slowing down, and I didn't want to run into the guy, so I thought, oh, I'll go over to the right. And I looked to the right. There's a car stopped on the side of the road. And I'm like, I can't go anywhere. And I ran like right into the front of his bike. Now, he was pulling out in front of me. I'm going straight. There was no reason for me to have to slow down aside from the cars in the front. And that's neither here nor there, though. Because, if you're dead, you're dead. And I hit the bike, and I took the brunt of all the injuries. Then nobody else was injured. They were fine. But I was scratched up. I was bruised up. I was bleeding. And they wanted money. They're telling me, oh, you have to pay money to fix the motorbike. And I said, no, I refused. I was like, nope, I'm not paying you anything. Look at me. Look at you. You're pulling out in front of me. And I'm thinking to myself, why do I have to go through this? And long story short, the girl I was with at the time, she talked to the people, and I think she gave him 2,000 baht, and they went away. She just said, you know what, it's better you just take care of it now. So she paid them 2,000 baht, and I was like, what'd you pay him for? Less problems. It's less problems this way. I was like, yeah, but now we have to fix the motorcycle. We're out 2,000 baht. I'm thinking short term. I'm thinking immediately what happened. Which I wasn't thinking, hey, I'm lucky to be alive, which I was. my father used to have a enduro motorbike. I forget what kind it was. Maybe it was a Kawasaki. I don't remember. And that bike was sitting in the garage, and he would use it once in a while, and I thought to myself, man, I got to use that bike. I got to get out on that bike. And instead of just going and saying, hey, Dad, why don't you teach me how to ride this, or let me ride this bike. No. What I had to do was, when my parents went out and I knew they were going to be gone for a while, my sister wasn't around, I snuck out with the bike and promptly crashed it. Now, I crashed the bike, brought it back, stuck it in the garage, didn't say anything. And a couple days later, the bike has got scratches on it. I mean, you could tell it had been crashed. My father took very good care of all of his equipment and his vehicles and stuff like that. I was the one washing and waxing the cars, so I know this. But the motorcycle was in good shape, and there was nothing wrong with it. But after I had it, it was all scratched up and banged up, and he didn't notice. Nobody noticed. And then after a couple of days, my leg, because I had crashed, I was wearing shorts, and I had scraped the entire left side of my leg. My leg became infected. And I don't remember what came first. He found out that the motorcycle was crashed, or I was in agony. I do remember being in severe pain and limping around the house. And I think my mother asked me, why are you limping? And I said, well, and I showed her my leg, and somehow, it came out that I had taken out the bike for a spin, a little joyride. And I remember this just like it was yesterday. My father squirted on some, I think it was called Physoderm, squirted it all over my leg, and proceeded to scrub my leg to get out all the dirt and the particles from the road. If you're riding motorcycles now, I would say be very careful. If you're older, consider using another form of transportation. And if you're younger, understand that it only takes once to ruin your life forever. Anyway, that's all I got. Please click like, click share, yada, yada, yada. Leave a comment. And until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di, let jerkin.